She's just a small town girl raised in the South. Heart full of dreams with no one to see what she's all about. She's not the one to run around and she gives her love with no one to tell how much she needs. And she knows the hearts grow cold the longer it goes. But you can't let go, but you gotta let go. To the sound in the noise of I love you. He's just a city boy looking for a dream. Had a heartbreak that knocked him off his feet. Found that love is never true when it's for free. Sacrifice and hope is its currency. And he knows the hearts grow cold the longer it goes. You can't let go, but you gotta let go. You've been chasing after dreams, thinking that they'll reach, and you think things like this happen to everyone, but I don't think they do. Most of the time two hearts don't fit. That's why people quit on it. And just because your friends all fell in love, you think things like this happen to everyone, but I don't think they do. Cause it's just me and you. And don't question me or my love. I swear that I'll be faithful for forever. And don't worry what the world may say. I swear that we can make it. I swear that we can make it. This place is full of broken hearts, but the two of us are set apart. And don't think things like this happen to everyone, cause it's just me and you. Oh, and don't question me or my love. hidden in my bones. And every day was heartbreak daytime. 'Cause I thought things like this would never happen, but they happen with you. all I need. As the years go by, we might get older, but love will grow stronger. I don't need more time to know that forever, love, you will be mine through it all, my dear. I will be yours year after year. Looking at all we've done, we've had it good. When nothing else seemed to last, our love, it stood. As the years go by, we might get older, but love will grow stronger. I don't need more time to know that forever, love, you will be mine through it all, my dear. I will be yours year after year. A new wind is blowing today.
吃太饱了。
I think I can see the shore. It was so dark yesterday. I never did hope for more. And don't know what came over me the moment you caught my eye. I was alone on the sea, but never did find out why. You saw something there where I was drifting. You sent up a flare to bring me home. A beauty I never did see in anyone else's eyes. We were alone on the sea, under deserted skies. I saw something there out in the distance, a wing and a prayer to bring you home. A new wind is blowing today. Let me welcome you to harvest. Would you mind if we got started? Cause I see you as a rolling field, trapped inside a studio apartment. Let me hold on to you until you can see every play. I will tell you something that I figured out the hard way. Heaven knows I do find a peace, paradise hidden in the weeds, but not just me in real life. Love that no one can take away. It's a little more to every day, but not just me in real life. The cold gets in your jacket. Sometimes you just hear static. It doesn't mean you gotta change your ways. That's just life someday. Don't go messing with your heart. Don't you go messing with your heart. That's the only thing that beats the same. It reminds you from where you came. Heaven knows that you found a peace, paradise hidden in the weeds, but not just me in real life, just me in real life. Love that no one can take away. It gets a little more to every day, but not just me in real life, just me in real life. Can you feel it? Who are you deep down? Can you feel it? You're not trying to be someone else. Who are you deep down? You're not trying to be somebody else. Heaven knows I do find paradise hidden in the weeds, but I get to see you in real life. It's just you in real life. Heaven knows I do find a peace, paradise hidden in the